Hi, everybody. Here we are. We're just gonna wait until some people get on here. And restock in full effect, everybody. We did it. We're doing it. I also understand that this is very distracting because I am doing this Instagram live, and some people are like, "Yeah, but I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to get on the site to shop." Which is why I'm going to be here for a minute answering your questions so that you can go to thisisdl.com to grab whatever you need to grab, or not, or just come and hang out. So I sort of decided after the last Instagram live that this would be a fun thing for us to do on restock day, because some of you might have some questions, and why not be here to answer those questions when you're in the process of buying something. So I thought what we could do, if you guys have, oh, okay, so people are getting some. If you have any questions for me, let me know. And in the meantime, I thought I might go through some frames with you, and we can sort of talk through the collection. So these, by the way, are the custom frames that I made for myself for the Emmys. And they may or may not be available at some point soon. So here we are. Rose is sold out already. What? Everybody is... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I can't see, but I'll start with like a Whitehall. Or rather, not a Whitehall, a Mackenzie. Sorry, everybody. This is one of my favorite shapes. It's an incredible optical frame. And what I love about it is that it's a statement frame, but it also is incredibly practical. You can wear it with anything. And this is one of my all-time favorite tortoises that we have. And it's also available in a classic black. I mean, how can you go wrong? It's a pretty classic frame. Vintage, timeless, you can wear it with anything, fits my head, which is, I have a very tiny skull. So for those of you asking, you know, my head is very small, which is why when I try on the Whitehalls, let me get some of the Whitehalls. You know, they're big. They're big for me. So those of you who want like a more of a statement frame, those of you who are, you know, have wider faces or larger heads, this is a great frame for you. And so we did it in this smoke, which, because it's such a statement frame, I wanted to have an acetate that was a little lighter, so that if you wanted to, you know, go with more of a statement frame, but you didn't want to go with like a full matte black, which I'm going to try on for you right now. You know, it's just an alternative to like this. You know what I mean? You still get the same effect. It's the same shape, but it's lighter. I love these so much. And these are a frame that we launched with close to 10 years ago. This was one of the original DL frames. How are we doing? Okay. Do you guys have any questions? Okay, I'm just gonna keep trying some things on. Now, okay, this is what I'm gonna talk about. These are a secret weapon, and I feel like people are scared of purchasing the Hawthorne, when in actuality, they are such a versatile frame. They go with anything. They come in 3 different colors, and they're just such a... I throw these on like when I'm leaving the house and can't find anything else. They're like such a go-to frame, and they're classic, timeless. And we did this in a gold, and I believe this is the amber lens. And it's cool because it's... I don't know if you can see up close, but it's not too dark. Sometimes I just use these as glasses when I am tired and I'm trying to hide the bags under my eyes. So they're great. And then the optical, which again, I think, these are kind of, can be confusing for people, but there's it's such a great practical frame. These have a tortoise inlay, and then you can also get them in black. And really just a frame that that makes you look very smart. I wear these when I'm trying to convince someone that I have a brain in my head, which most of the time it's a question mark. People are asking where you can get them. Thisisdl.com, THISISDL.com is the website. You can, I think there's some, I hope there's some left. I'm trying to keep track of everything so that I don't, talk to you guys about frames that, are not available anymore. And also, I said this before and I'll say it again, so thankful for all of you. Thank you for supporting the brand. Thank you for getting behind the message of the brand. I noticed that there were people out there who were raising money so that people who couldn't buy the glasses could have the glasses. This is community. And I'm so glad that you're all here and that you're all kind of getting behind the philosophy of our brand. Again, for those of you that don't know, See with Love is our motto, and it's inscribed in every single pair. Just to remind you to see with love when you start your day. What else do I have? Oh, these are a good one. Okay, so the Burnham. Again, love this frame, love this shape. It's a little unconventional. This is the rose. We did it in a rose acetate with a rose lens. It goes with, I wore a gray sweatshirt today so that I could, I could wear whatever frames and it wouldn't be too much of a look. So these are the Burnham. And I love this color. I love this rose color. It also comes in the blue. I'm sure you guys are checking out the website. And if you're not, you're getting a little tutorial on how it all works. Now, the Beaumont is a style that I wear all the time. In fact, these are one of my go-to frames. I love them because they kind of just disappear on your face, but at the same time, they're kind of chic and look really nice. And then we kind of gradually worked our way into slightly more statement frames. So you have the smoke, and then we kind of get into this gorgeous caramel vibe, which is halfway between a dark and a light. It's a really soft color. I love this acetate so much, and there's a kind of, I don't know if you could see, there's a texture to it that's really beautiful. And what else? And then of course you graduate from this into our matte tortoise. Now, the matte tortoise reads really dark, but it's actually a brown frame, and you can kind of see when the light catches it, you can get a sense of the fact that it's actually a tortoise, even though when you put it on, it reads really dark. So for those of you that don't want, a heavy black frame, this offers the same kind of effect with a slightly softer, warmer look to it. Also, how great is that matte tortoise? So as you can see, we kind of ease you in when it comes to the Beaumont. You can go almost completely transparent into this dark tort, into a lacquered black. Again, I always love a classic black frame, and all we wanted to do with this collection and every frame we continue to put out is to build a really timeless series of sunglasses and optical frames that you will never get tired of. Yes, we're going to lean into trend, and yes, there are some really kind of really fun frames that are about to be coming out in the next 6 months. But it's really important for me that when people invest in their frames, they're not investing in a frame that's going to go out of style in 6 months. I want these frames to be with you forever. I want, your money to be well spent. So it's really important that there's a timelessness to these frames, while at the same time having, a direction. And I feel like that's been the great challenge, and that's been the great kind of payoff, is trying to find that happy balance between a really kind of classic, timeless, evergreen frame and making sure that there's a bit of an edge to it. I'll throw in a few more. Oh, this is a good one. Some of you have been asking, what's up with this frame? It's one of my favorites. It's the Burnham in blue with the amber lens. And it's fun, it's unexpected, and yet at the same time, there's nothing too wild about it. So this is me, for those of you that are like, what does that blue look like? This is it. Very cool. Any questions? How's it going? Sorry, everybody. Oh no. Don't worry, we'll continue to restock. For those of you that did not get what you were looking for, we will continue to restock. I think when it comes to glasses, taking risks is a great thing. And for those of you who wear optical frames every day, you should know that, it's a part of your life. And that's where this came from. That's where the idea for this collection came from, because I really love the concept of being able to express myself in a variety of different ways when it comes to the apparatus that I wear on my face. And I think, being able to throw a pair on that suits your mood is a really great thing. So it's why we priced the frames, at a really kind of reasonable price point, because we want to encourage people to build a collection. We want to encourage you to come back to DL and continue to trust us that, the frames we're sort of sending out your way are going to really complement your the collection that you've started. And I think so many of us see glasses as this really practical thing, when there's absolutely no reason why you can't have fun with them as well. So I'm involved in all of the designs. I don't, for those of you that aren't 100% aware, I am very hands-on when it comes to every aspect. When it comes to the creative process, I'm obviously incredibly hands-on when it came to my show, and I'm incredibly hands-on when it comes to the frames that we are designing, that we are continuing to design, the new frames that come out. We really think about all of you. We look at what you're buying. We look at what you're interested in. And so for us, it's really about continuing to develop frames, new frames, old frames that are selling really well, making sure that we put them out in new colors so that you can collect those as well. I'm probably too hands-on for a lot of people's good here at DL. Some of them might wish that I was a little less involved. But again, I would never slap my name on anything that I could not get behind. I do not want to put my name on anything that I'm not proud of. So please know that when you are buying these frames, that they are really an expression of my enthusiasm, and have really kind of they're a manifestation of a lot of time, a lot of care, and a lot of effort. What else is going on? Oh, do I wear them on the show? No, but Moira wears the rose on the show, and Johnny wore a frame that is no longer available. But it's kind of a cross between the Beaumont and the Mackenzie. For those of you that are asking, we're still a really small business. I do a lot of it myself. I'm really hands-on. because if I'm going to grow this business, I want people buying it to know that it's really coming from an authentic place. And this is not kind of some cash grab thing. This is like a business venture that I have been working on for almost 10 years. People are asking, where is Redmond? And the answer is, he is right there. Okay, so Redmond made a cameo. I think he wants to go outside, so I will sign off at some point too. And what else? And also, we are working with Lisk, so some of our profits are going to go to other small businesses to help them grow. That I think is so important in this process, because I think as a small business owner, I know how hard it is to get a small business off the ground. And I also think it's really important to spread the love and spread the wealth in order to, grow other businesses, because we got to help each other, especially now. And I will say, and I didn't want to get political on this, and trust me, I won't, so don't get scared. I just want to say, if you haven't voted, please do so. If you're on the fence about voting, it is the greatest gift you can give yourself. It's the greatest gift you can give your family. And it is such an expression of power. People have worked so hard so that you can have the right to vote. And trust me, every vote counts. So take that for what you will. Any other questions before I sign off of this thing? Or what do we think? Okay, everyone's voting. That's good. This is good. You voted today. Congratulations. Other small businesses on here. Power to you. Congratulations on working so freaking hard, because it is not easy. And any new pairs that we're excited for? Yeah, there's what can I say? I would say there will be another drop before the holidays. It might not be a restock, though. It might be something new. It might be some things new. And there's some really interesting new stuff coming in. And then obviously we have very big plans for the new year, and very big plans for expanding the brand, and offering more things to all of you that hopefully mean something and that you will like. Okay, how do you design pairs that shape so many different faces? Well, when you have worn glasses basically your entire life, you have a really good sense of what shapes work for your face, what shapes work for other faces. And so, that is why I started this company. I would never have just jumped into a business that I didn't feel like I had some level of experience in. And I think when it comes to eyewear, being a collector, being someone that has really experimented with eyewear for a long, long time, it really felt like when people would ask me where I got my glasses from, and I was wearing designer glasses that were very expensive, I didn't feel that comfortable telling a 13-year-old to go out and buy, a $300, $400 pair of glasses. And so I thought, I have something to offer here. I think I have my experience, what I love about glasses. What if we channeled that into a company and offered those frames that I love so much at a price point that was more reasonable, that could fit within people's healthcare plans, so that it wasn't you weren't kind of stuck with either the really, really expensive frames or the really, really cheap frames. This is you're still getting quality, but you're able to collect. And we do ship to Toronto. We ship internationally, for all of you who are wondering. And so, yeah. The ones that I'm wearing do not have a name yet. They are brand new, and they are only one pair, and I have them.
Anyway, you will have them soon as well. I'm gonna jump off. Oh, the rose frames. Okay, I'll show you the rose frames, even though they're sold out at this point, but, you know, whatever. They'll come back. Now, this is like a classic cat eye. Moira wore this frame a lot. It was quite a thrill to see. And this is like, it's like a milky texture. It's like, the light gets through it. It's a neutral tone. This color tends to flatter most skin tones too. It's pretty chameleon in the fact that it really works with everyone's face. And then I'll show you kind of, I like wearing these because why not, right? So again, you can see it's kind of tipped up at the sides. It's a really kind of angular spin on a classic cat eye frame. And we did these in a tort with a kind of deep green lens, which I love. And yeah, they're just kind of fun. And again, this frame, I think that's why it sells so well, because it tends to really suit all faces. Okay, on that note, I think I'm gonna sign off. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this little show and tell. I hope you picked up some frames. If you didn't, don't worry, we will restock soon. We got some new surprises coming, a lot planned for before the holidays and a lot planned for after the holidays. So keep an eye out when it comes to the DL social accounts, because obviously that is where we tell you all this information. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And again, please vote. Please, please vote. Please, 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 please vote. Okay. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.